Welcome to Vision Academy from Sundar. In this lecture, today I am going to solve balanced assignment problem. This is a lecture 2 in the series of lecturing. So in which I am going to solve all of assignment problem by Hungarian method. So before we solve assignment problem, we have one method called Hungarian method. So the steps we need to follow in solving Hungarian method is this. So to make it very clear and understandable, I will go with step by step and solving the problem and explain the steps with solving the problem. So first one is check the squared matrix, which means in the whether we have to check whether it is balanced or unbalanced. So if it is unbalanced one, introduce dummy row or dummy column. So later we can make that balanced one and we can proceed that. Now let's check into the problem whether it is balanced or unbalanced. This is the problem we have. So a computer center has 4 experts programmer. So 1 2 3 4 4 expert programmers and needs to develop 4 application programs. This is a ABCD is a programs. The head of the computer center estimate the computer time required by the respective expert to develop application. So we have 4 experts, 4 programmers and 4 programs. We need to develop some computer applications. So an expert has estimated the minutes taken to develop the computer application. So as we said you already, let us look into this. So whether it is squared or squared matrix or not. Okay, so let's look at this. I said you what is squared. It means row must be equal to column. So row, how many rows are there? 1 2 3 4. How many columns are there? 1 2 3 4. So it is perfectly in a squared matrix. So when number of columns equal to number of rows, it means it is a squared matrix. Let us look into the second step in which the second step is the next one is to column reduction and row reduction. So after checking the square matrix, we have to reduce the columns by, I made it easy. First select a column, in the column select minimum, and from that minimum value subtract all other values. So again I will repeat. So in the row reduction, we will find the we will go with the row, in the row, in only row, not in square matrix. Find the minimum value and subtract other value by that minimum value. So look at this. So I will go for this first row in which 80 is a minimum. From 80 we have to subtract 120, 100, 80, 90, and we have to do the same thing for all rows. So this is a row reduction. Let us look it here. Row reduction is the first step. First we have to identify the row. We have to go through row. So row in which we have to identify minimum. In the row, what is the minimum? This is 80, as I already said you. I have listed here for your understanding. I listed here row minimum is 80. So after subtract all other value by this 80. So here look at here, 120 is the cost in the cost matrix. 120 minus minimum value, 120 minus 80, 40, and 100 is a cost again, and 100 minus 80, 80 is a minimum. So we got a value of 20, and same thing, 80 minus 80 is equal to 0, 90 minus 80, so it is equal to 10. So this is first row. The same treatment you need to give rest of the rows. So when you come to the second row, the minimum is in the second row, what minimum? 70. So I have identified the row minimum as 70. So from 70 subtract all other values. So here it is 80, here it is 80, and it means 80 minus 70, the reduced matrix is 10, and 90 minus 70, 20, 110 minus 70, 40, and 70 minus 70 is equal to 0. So this is how we developed second row, and same thing for third row even. So in the third row, minimum is 100. Minimum is 100. So I have listed here 100, and 110 minus 100 is 10. 140 minus 100 is 40. 120 minus 100 is 20. 100 minus 100 is 0. So fourth row, let's go to the fourth row. So in the fourth row, 80 is a minimum. So I have listed here 80 is a minimum, row minimum, and 90 minus 90 is a cast in the 4a. So 90 minus 80, 90 minus 80, 90 minus 80, 80 minus 80, 90 minus 80. So this is the second step which we followed. First we checked whether it is in a squared matrix or not, and second is a row reduction. In the row reduction, first you have to go through row. So row, next in the row select minimum value. So we have we identify the minimum value. After identifying minimum value, subtract all other values in the row from that minimum value. So it means, let's look into the third step in Hungarian method. So third step would be column reduction. Once you reduce the row, next is column reduction. The same thing as you did in the row reduction, we have to make a column reduction for, very important, this one is very important, resulting matrix. It means the result you obtained from step 2, you should make a row column reduction for resulting matrix. That means the result obtained in step 2. So here also same thing. First identify column, go through column and identify minimum. After identifying minimum, select subtract all other values. So after this performance, the resulting matrix would be like this, that 40, 20, 0 and 90. Look at here. This is a resulting matrix which we got from row reduction. Now we have to perform row column wise. Earlier we had performed from row wise. So in the column, the resulting matrix is this: 40, 10, 10, 10. In this column minimum is 10, because we have 3 10, we can take 1 10. So this is 10, column minimum is 10 in this. And second, 20, 20, 40, 10. Again, if you go to the second row, that is B, so the minimum is 20. The minimum is 20 again. And in the third column, 0, 40, 20, 0. So it means 0. Row minimum is 0. And in the fourth column, 10, 0, 0, 10. So it means it is also 0. So we identified the column minimum first. So after identifying column minimum, so select subtract the other values. It means from 40. So look at here. So 40, the result in the last step 1. So 40 minus 10 is 30. And second, 10 is the resulting matrix after row reduction. So it means 10 minus 10 is 0. So next, the obtained result is 10. So 10 minus 10, 0. Again here also 10 minus 10, 0. So this is how we obtained row column reduction for resulting matrix in the row reduction, from the row reduction. So let's go into the second column. So in the second column, we have already identified the column minimum. So let's subtract the other values. So 20 minus 10 is 10. So second one, 20 minus 10 is 10, and 40 minus 10 is 30, and 10 minus 10 is 0. So let's go for third column. So in the third column, minimum minimum cost is 0. So 0 minus 0 is 0. So you look at here, 40 minus 0 is 40, and 20 is the resulting matrix from row reduction. 20 minus 0 is 20. So next 0, the 0 minus 0 is 0. Now come to the fourth column. In the fourth column, look at here, the result of fourth column in the from the row reduction is 10 0 0 10. So 10, it means the minimum in column minimum is 0, and 10 minus 0 it is 10, and 0 minus 0 0, 0 minus 0 0, and 10 minus 0 0 it is 10. So in this way we obtained the column reduction. So this is how we obtain column reduction for step 2. Now look into the third step. The third step is starting with row. You should start from row. So in the Hungarian method, first treatment to row. Look at here in the second step also row reduction and then column reduction. So same thing, starting with row. Examine until exactly 10 found. This is very important. Starting with row, you should identify the row in which only you have only 10. So if there is more than 10, you should just skip that and go for next row. And after finding 10, draw a rectangle around this 0 like this. You should draw a rectangle around that 10 and cross out all other zeros in the corresponding column. This is very important. You started with row, and after finding 10 and you have given a rectangle for that 0, and after that you should cross out the all other zeros in column, not in row, and same procedure for all the rows. Let's look at how it works. So this is the resulting matrix from step 2, that is RR SOCOC. It is my decoding. It means go starting with row, give a rectangle where single 0, row rectangle single 0, and cross out other zeros in the column, in the respective column. So let's do it. So if you want to know how this result obtained, so look at here. So in the A column 30 0 0 0. So same thing, 30 0 0 0 and 10 10 30 0, 10 10 30 0. So this is simple. We have taken here the resulting matrix in the step 2. It means column reduction. So let us give a treatment. What I told you in the fourth step and the third step, in the we should start with row. So it means from here row, and you should identify the single 0. Yes, in this row we have this single 0. So we, after finding single 0, give a rectangle around that 0. I have given a rectangle, and after that strike over, cross out all other all other zeros corresponding to that column. It means that we have given rectangle to this 0, so corresponding to this column is this. So we have 10 only. We have to cross out this, and let us go for second row. Yes, 10 and 20. We cannot give that treatment here because we have 20. We have to have only 10. And third row, yes, 0. Yes, here also 0. We have 2 zeros here also. And in the fourth row, 0 and 0. We have 2 zeros. We cannot perform this treatment for this kind. Okay, only 10 we must have in a row, and we can give a rectangle around it. So it means row treatment is over in the step 4, and we have to go for column treatment. Let us look into that step, how it works. The step says, so repeat step 1. It means this step 1 above for the columns of the resulting matrix, cost matrix. After obtaining the result from this thing, and you should repeat the same thing. Yeah, what you did in this first 4-1 step, that same thing you should give. It means you have to start from column. We had started from here from row, but here we want to start from column. The same thing. So here I have codified. First you have to go through column. In the column, so make a rectangle around the column where single 0 exists, and cross out all other the zeros in the row. cross out all other zeros in the row. So let's go for column then. So here we do have 3 zeros. So this is a resulting matrix we obtained from the earlier calculation. Okay, same thing I have carried forward here. So let's go for first column. We are not having 1 0, we have 3 zeros. We cannot perform for this. So here we have 1 0. 1 0 means we have to give a rectangle around it, and we are giving column treatment for column. It means we have to strike out the corresponding row zeros, the zeros available in corresponding row. Earlier what we did is we started with row and found some zero and give a rectangle around it and cross out the all other zeros corresponding to that column. But here we started with column, means give a opposite treatment. So we found some zero and give a rectangle around it and cross out all other zeros in the row. Okay, so in the B row we found 1 0, and let's go for C row. So there are no 0 because 1 0 is taken out and 1 0 is circled and given a rectangle. And let's go for a fourth one. So here we have 2 zeros. We cannot give that treatment to here. So it means the column treatment is over. So we have to move for further step. In the fourth step we have substeps called 1, 2, and now it is 3. If a row or column of the reduced matrix contains more than 1 0, if there are more than 1 zeros in the row or column, arbitrarily select any zero in the row or column that is chosen. So again we have to draw a rectangle around it. Now we made a row treatment and column treatment. Now we can go for random. We can go for, first we will go for row and we will find some the zeros having more than 1 0, and give arbitrarily give a rectangle around this. So and it cross out all other zero. After giving a rectangle around it, we will cross out all other zeros exist in that. It means, look at here how it works. I will go for first row. I will see I am not able to see any zero here. Okay, so we can go for second row. So look at here, we have 1 0 and we have 1 0. We can select arbitrarily any zero. So I can select this 0 or this 0. So I will select this 0 and cross out all other zeros in that row. So only 1 0 is there and I have crossed that. And I will go for third row. So in the third row, yes, we have 1 0 and we have 1 0. So I can select any zero, but you should ensure that it's an assignment problem means 1-to-1 basis. That means one programmer must handle one programs only. He has to develop one application. So this is a basic concept. So based on that concept, I will select here this 0 because there is no assignment here. In the D column there is no assignment. Go for third row, there is no assignment. Go for D row, there is no assignment. So here I am selecting this 0. The rectangle around 0 means just it is an assignment. Just it is an assignment, nothing more than that. And I will cross out this 0. I have crossed this 0. So now you can first you will now you can see whether the optimal solution is obtained or not. This is a time to check whether it is optimum solution. We have to check in the fourth step. We have to check in fourth sub step that if each row and each column of the resulting matrix has one and only assigned 0. That assigned 0 means rectangle. The optimum assignment is obtained. So it means if each column and row assigned only 1 0, so optimum assigned is obtained. So the optimum solution of the problem is attained. So you can stop here. So otherwise we will go for next step. So let us check whether we have obtained that in each row and column, whether we have only 1 0. Look at here, I will go for column. So in the column 1 I have only one assigned 0, and I will go for second column. Here also only one assigned 0. So here also only one assigned 0 in the third column also. In the fourth column also only one assigned 0. Let us look into the row. So here in this row also only one assigned 0. In the second row also only one assigned 0. In the third row also only one assigned 0. In the fourth row also only one assigned 0. It means we have reached that optimality condition by assigning one task to only one person. This means programmer 1 is assigned program C. Programmer 1 is assigned program C. Programmer 2 is assigned program A. Programmer 3 has assigned program D. And programmer 4 has assigned program B. This is a one-to-one basis. By this way, we will find the optimal solution. To know the time taken by the programmer to develop this program, after allocating 1 to C, 2 to A, 3 to D, 4 to B, we have to go for problem that we had earlier. So for that I have taken the column like this. The programmer 1, 2, 3, 4. We have four programmer here. I have taken that, and programs. So as I said programmer 1 is assigned program C. Look at here, programmer 1 is assigned program C, and programmer 2 is assigned program A. Programmer 2 is assigned program A. It means the rectangle around 0 means the assignment. Okay, programmer C is assigned program D. Programmer C is assigned program D, and programmer 4 is assigned B. Programmer 4 assigned B. So if you want to know the minimum time taken by the programmers to develop that application, we have to go to the problem. So from that problem we will select the given time for that. Look at here, this is a problem. So we have assigned programmer 1 to C program. It means this is the minimum time estimated by some expert to develop the app. So if you assign programmer 1 to C, it means he will take 80 minutes to develop. So if you assign programmer 2 to A, he will take 80 minutes to develop. 80 minutes to develop. And if you assign programmer C to that D, he will take 100 minutes, and for programmer 4 will take 90 minutes. Totally the total minutes is 160, 260, 350. Total minutes taken by the all programmer to develop 4 programs is 350. That is what I have mentioned here. Programmer 1 is assigned C program, so he will take 80 minutes, and programmer 2 is assigned CA program, he will also take 80 minutes, and programmer 3 will take 100 minutes, programmer 4 will take 90 minutes. Total minutes taken, minimum minutes taken by the all programmers to develop 4 programs application is 350. So this is the optimum solution we got from the assignment problem. That means assignment problem is assigning one-to-one basis. So I have covered 4 steps here. In the next lecture I will go for next further steps. Along with steps I will explain problem. Thank you. If you are not yet subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe.